Today I want to talk about the difference between pain and despair. Pain is inevitable, it's something that we're all going to experience, but despair is unnecessary, and I'll explain why. Pain is just the feeling of being hurt by something, whether physical or emotional. Despair is personally identifying with the pain that you're in, but it's not productive. I'll explain why. Almost all pain is going to take time to heal. If you get injured in the gym, you may know why, but no, it's not going to instantly get fixed just because you understand what happened. You still have to do the exercises associated with correcting whatever issue it was, and emotional pain is no different. There's nothing I can say or do here in front of the camera that will just instantly get rid of the pain that you're in. Despair, however, is not productive. It isn't conducive to fixing that issue. When you experience pain and you emotionally identify it and go into despair, it actually hinders you from taking the steps necessary to correct the issue because you're preoccupied with depression and those feelings of despair, that self-identifying with the pain that you're in. Instead of emotionally attaching to what's happened, detach and look at it objectively so that you can see what you need to do to correct the problem. If you get hurt because you realize that one side of your body is stronger or weaker than the other side of your body, same thing, then it is useless to sit around and mope and say, oh, I wish one side of my body was, the same strength as the other side. Instead, just start doing the things required to correct the imbalance so that you can more quickly get to a state of function, of healing and productivity. Movement is one of the keys to growth and to healing. The entire practice of physical therapy is an example of that. You get hurt and it heals, and then you have to move it and you have to bring back function to whatever it is that you injured. And emotional pain is no different. You experience some kind of issue and you then have to move to fix it, to heal it. And so what I recommend for people, anybody who's experiencing pain or some kind of dysfunction, or even if you're not experiencing any of those things, this would just be good for anybody. But especially those in pain, I recommend starting at committing to a morning routine. And it would look something like this. You wake up, you go to the bathroom, you read, you go on a walk, and then you eat breakfast. Simple. There's 4 steps to it. Anybody can do that. Everybody has the time to do that, even if it means you have to get up half an hour earlier. We can all make time for that. And what that ensures is no matter what, at the beginning of each day, you're warming up your mind by reading, you're warming up your body by walking, and then you make sure you have breakfast so that you have fuel for the day. When people are in despair, it's very easy to be paralyzed by that despair. Depression can be paralyzing. That personal identification with the pain is paralyzing. And that's why you have to detach from the identity of pain. The pain doesn't come from within you, it comes from things outside of you. And even if you caused whatever dysfunction there is, moping about it isn't going to help it. Recognizing what you did wrong and then working towards a solution is the only thing that will help it. And accept that it's going to take time. That's okay. But you don't need to personally identify with that suffering. You need to do what is necessary to move forward and move out of it. It's very easy for people to get wrapped up in what they're feeling now in the moment and forget the fact that the night will soon end and the sun will rise and it will be day again. In the meantime, while you are in the middle of the night, you may as well do what you can to set yourself up for a better and more productive day tomorrow. And that's it. I hope it helps.